going to get set up. Thank you for joining. You are with Be Happy Crochet by Kim. I'm going to get this propped up. Okay. Thank you for joining. We're live, we're live, we're live. Hi, hi, hi. Here we go. Thank you for joining. If you're new, this is Be Happy Crochet by Kim. I'm going to go ahead and prop my camera up. It's a little tricky. Should never let it go. I think we're in. Okay. See if I can get some better lighting in here. All right, thank you for joining me. My name is Kim. We're going to do, as the title said, we're continuing on from what we were working on yesterday. These beautiful sunflowers, ha ha ha. These are all wired now with the wired stem. Beautiful. This is just one example. Okay. I'm going to get right to it. Say hi in the comments if you can. Let me know you're here. I see I have one in the house. I'm going to wait a few more seconds. I got my... Sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm trying to get everything set. So I'm going to give it a few more seconds. I see I have one person. Let's see here. I can get this organized a little better. Sorry about the delay, guys. I'm almost set. Okay. I think I'm getting more set up here. We're going to start working on a leaf. If you joined me yesterday, I talk all about how we do yarn needle crochet. Here is your yarn needle. It is also called tapestry or needlepoint. It's a steel needle. This is what I use exclusively on my crochet channel. I'm going to go ahead and get this loaded so we can start making leaves. I'm going to show you in this bright happy acrylic yarn. This is called Key Lime. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's the I Love This brand. I'm sorry, I Love This yarn. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried that before. It's a great yarn. It's very soft. Here's an example of what they look like. This is not wired. This is a dark green. I put a vein through the center. I make an armature, which I'm going to show you in a second. Here's a large one. This is the color we're going to work on right now, the Key Lime. When I do my sunflowers, or sometimes when you do flowers, you want to have variations of leaves in size, like I have here. See how this one is a little larger, this one's a little smaller. It just gives kind of like happy nature looking, really pretty. Not all leaves are exactly identical. So that's what we're going for, and that's a two-tone dark green with a sage green in that one. So this one's going to be a bright happy Key Lime. And I'll show you something else I made. I went ahead and made another color of sunflower, super pretty. Hot pink center, little tiny ruffly petals here with your soft light pink. It's green on the back. Please check out yesterday's live. It shows you how to get your design and how to put this together with the yarn needle technique. Okay, this is your basic really pretty sunny yellow. Okay, now let's get started. We're going to do a 4-link. If you remember in my last, I asked you to double sometimes, and some double strand and sometimes single strand. We're working with the double strand because the sunflower is a more sturdy, heavier flower. Sometimes you will do lighter, daintier flowers that you might just only do a single strand, but today most of this is done with double strand. Once you've doubled it, it should measure to about 50 to 60 inches. Make sure you have a tape measure to measure that if you need to. I just usually eyeball it. And also once the heads are finished, they're about 6 inches. This one's only 5. This one, 5. I believe this top one is, this one is about 6. So that's how big they wind up being. Please, I encourage you to go check my playlist of, it says crochet live streams, or watch my past, where it says past live streams. That's where you'll find the live streams that I've done. I have 2 up there. One is a simple blossom, and the other one is the heads for your sunflowers. Okay, I'm just getting started. Hopefully you can follow along. I just made a simple knot. We're going to do 4 links. Okay, so we're going to count this as 1 because this one at the end here is going to slip out. You'll see in a second. So that's 1. That's 2. Okay. I'm going slow. 3. And then 4. It's usually how I start circles that will be closed, and that's how we start our design. Now this is going to come out in the back, on the bottom. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're going to have a shape that looks like this. You're going to stick it right here, pull through, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Appreciate everybody who is stopping by. Hopefully if you are catching this and you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. It helps my channel grow. I really appreciate it. Okay, now we have our circle. It's a closed circle now. We're going to go stitch right in here. I'm trying to build this channel, trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers. It's free to subscribe, so make sure you go ahead and do that so you can catch all my new videos and my lives. I'm just going to go around this circle now. This leaf is going to start as a circle. Then I'll show you what we're going to do to make it a little more of a leaf shape. Okay, make sure, oh, well actually I didn't give you a detailed list of supplies. What I'm using today is my yarn, of course. There's going to be some wires that you buy in your floral department. If you don't get a chance to have this today, this can just be a demonstration, because we're going to wire these leaves and we're going to also wire a stem. The leaf wire gauge size is going to be 22. When the number is higher on the gauges, and I'll show you in a minute in my bin what they look like. When the number is higher on the floral wires, it's a thinner wire. When the number is lower, it's a thicker wire. So you'll see in a minute, because I'm going to combine 3 18-inch gauge wires to form the stem. But that's a little bit after this. So let's get this shape. Now, kind of have like a ovally circle, as you can see here. I'm going to take these tails, flip it over. See those tails? I'm going to tie them. Tie them off. We won't need those anymore. Okay. Let's tie it if you can and double knot it. If you can double knot it, that's great. Now let's clip them. Make sure you have some scissors. I have these little Fiskars or fine detail. Pick those up at the craft store, or anything that looks like that works great for your fine snippings. So snip those off. Okay. I see I only have 2 people. Hopefully some more people will join or catch this live later. I know I set this to public, but I think the default, it just goes to private. I'm going to have to recheck that. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hi, my name is Kim. Okay, and we're right here at Be Happy Crochet by Kim, working on leaves with double strand. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start forming the point, the tip of your leaf right here. So that link, I'm going to go under it, pull it up, and I'm forming, like I said, about 2 different sizes. I'll measure those out here in a minute so you can get an idea. Okay, now go right here. This might not be a super long video. I really need some more people to come by, say hi, join in, just take a look at what I'm doing. Check out my other videos. I have a lot of fun things I do on here. I have several videos and playlists for you to check out. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop those into, I suppose, any other videos you see, or you could catch this one once it's posted as a past live stream. You can go ahead and go there and ask me questions. I'm just going around now. We're forming, this is a little more rounded at the bottom. I'm going to say the structure of this is what they call a lemon leaf style. Even though it's going for our sunflower, they work well for that as well. They're not super botanically correct. That's okay. You just want the idea of the shape, the impression of the shape. You see what I mean. So we're going around, trying to make sure. A lot of times my hands cover things, so I'm tight in there. So I'm going in here, pulling up. Okay, so here's our point. We're going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to skip along to something I already had started, because what you're going to do, say you're all finished and it's the size you want, and most times you'll have this double, you're going to single it and do a vein right through here, but I'm going to show you I already have one started at the size I want. I'll show you how we single it out, and then we'll start making the vein on the other one. Okay, I want to show you that. Keep going. Keep going. So you get to this rounded bottom. I call this a rounded bottom right here. Okay. I go here. Okay, so you could start seeing how this would be cute to make a bunch of these to have, just make a bag of them to have for your roses, for when you just want to have a day where a couple hours make a bunch of leaves in different sizes. That way they're ready to go. So they're handy for any flower that you want, or you might just make a stem that just has all little leaves on it because you like those for your filler leaves, filler flower type things when you're making your arrangements. As you can see, I'm going to go down here. This is a cute little leaf already. Okay, here's your point on top. Came through, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to go through right here, and then we're going to single it out. Okay, when I say single it, I mean clip it right there. It's going to become a single strand now. Take it off. Okay, and then you're ready to do a vein. Imagine a straight line that's going to go right here. I'll show you. I have a big one that's already started. Okay, here's a bottom, and here's a top of it. This is going to go for our pink sunflower that I kind of pre-started. I have some things ready to go, so this video isn't too long. We're loaded like this, single. We're gonna make our vein through the center. Try to keep my hand, obviously my hands go in front because that's how you stitch, but I gotta hold back so I can show you what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna do a finished stitch that goes right here. We worked on finished stitches yesterday, so I need you to go back and reference yesterday's live so you can see what we did there. Okay, I think I have 3 in the house. Thank you so much for joining. I'd like to say hello, welcome to Be Happy Crochet. We're just going to go straight through here. Okay, I don't know if you caught that. My hand gets in the way. I'm sorry about that. Okay, right here, you're going to take this link, take your needle, go in, grab some of this. I'm going to call it the meat, the meat of that leaf right there. Push up, pull through. Makes like a little finished track on top. We're going to go straight to the end there. Okay. And then next we'll add our armature, which is the wire. Try to watch myself on the big monitor. That was kind of a big stitch, but that's okay. Try to keep them pretty similar in size. Okay. Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Just stick along. I'm going to try to be as thorough as I can. As you can see, we have this vein started up here. Okay. Just trying to make sure you're seeing what I'm doing. Appreciate anybody who wants to stop by, say hi, check out what we're doing here. It's pretty simple. It's a different technique. It's yarn needle crochet. Okay, one more last stitch at the tip of the leaf here. So let me get my ruler so I can tell you. So this leaf is about 3.5 inches, okay? All right, so we're done with our vein that went across. We got a nice leaf ready for wiring. So we're going to go down here and weave this all the way back down to the bottom. So we got a nice amount. So I'm just sort of weaving it down through the back. Okay. Going down like so. All right, and I already pre-cut. You're going to need wire cutters that look like this anytime you're working with the wires. This would be a good time to show you what I'm talking about. So here's the one that I did earlier. I was working on this yesterday in the other live. Here's the pink one that I'm going to go ahead and super cute pink one that will be wiring leaves and a stem. Okay, I want to show you. I have my bin of all my supplies. Here's the armature. This is the 22 gauge, slightly thinner wire than the stems. Okay, so I'm going to give you an idea, and I'm going to show you what the package looks like. They come to a package, and they're about 18, I think they're 18 inches long, so you could see how this is going to go like this. And then I'll stitch it, and it's going to have a finished stitch that goes around the edge there. 1 minute after I show you what the packages look like. Okay, I already kind of pre-started this one. This is my bin of all my wires and tools and things. Okay, yes, here's what the package looks like. Floral stem wire. This is the 22 gauge that we're using for the leaves. I bend it so it could fit into my bin. I think this one is the 18. So I have 3 of these. Got this at Hobby Lobby. 40 pieces for $3.49. Okay, so that's enough about that. Let's get back on track here. Okay. Don't lose my place with that. All right. That's going to go there. Getting kind of crazy. All right. Hi. That back up there. All right, let's start adding our, we can clean up any like loose ends after we're finished. And there will be hot glue involved at certain points of putting this together. So what I like to do, I just shape the wire like so to about the same size as the leaf. Take this right here, start wrapping it here. Get it semi-attached. Okay. I'm going to set that down for a second. I want to get it to right there, and then I'm going to start stitching it. And I like to start my stitching from right to left when I'm doing this. Hopefully you could see what I'm doing here. I'm going to set this down, grab my needle. Chances are I'm going to run out of yarn, so I'll show you how we reload it and get it started again. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. I see 3 people. It looks like, I'm not sure if anybody's having fun here or not, but okay, so what we are going to do, come through the back. Okay. You're gonna come here, the edge of your wire is right there. Start doing your finished stitching. Come as close to the edge as you can there. Okay. That one didn't go through properly, so I'm going to regather that. Could take the stitch out, but sometimes you can save it. Even I make little mistakes here and there. Okay. It's going to go all the way around. Take your time. I hope we're going to get some new subscribers to this channel. I really appreciate it. Gives me a lot of enthusiasm to keep running this channel, thinking up new ideas to show you. Maybe you could drop a suggestion of something you might like to see. Right now I'm working on a lot of flowers. Sometimes I do plushies, sometimes I do amigurumi, sometimes I'll do blankets. But right now it's spring and summer, so a lot of really pretty florals are catching my eyes. So as you can see, I'm going to run short, so I'm going to put it down like this. Flip it over. We're going to tie in new yarn. Okay. That. I'm going to grab some from over here. It's in my bucket over there. I was just using what was left over from when I made the leaf, which is always good. Sometimes it goes all the way around, sometimes it doesn't. Not a problem. So, get everything lined back up. Okay. And just run that through. Don't go all the way because you're going to tie it in the back. Okay, there we go. We're going to start going around our wire. Now yesterday at the end of the video I showed you briefly how you start wrapping the yarn onto your stem. I'll give you another brief demonstration of that. Sorry, I'm probably getting off camera. So I'm tilting to the side. Usually I do it not tilting to the side. Okay, let's flip that over. Let's tie this off. Tying it on the back here. Okay, I'm trying to go as quickly as I can, but not too fast. Okay, so we're ready to keep going. Now we'll be ready to add this to the stem. Actually, I'm gonna kind of hold it in place. When they're big like this, it gets a little awkward, so stick with it. Okay. That's how I do all of the armatures and attaching, and looks really pretty. Don't know how long we've been into this. Probably close to 25 minutes. Yesterday's video was about close to an hour. Try not to go quite that long. Not sure if this is really reaching anybody, but if it is, thank you for joining me at Happy Crochet by Kim. I'm Kim. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining. Consider subscribing to my channel. Trying something a little different, trying lives instead of your basic long form video, but I'll get back to that, back to long form videos soon. I just wanted to test out doing lives. See how that would bring me more friends that like fiber arts and crochet and pastimes such as that. Maybe you could tell me what type of yarn you like to use when you're doing your crochet. I happen to really love, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I've said it over and over again. It seems to be my favorite. I know Joann's is closing. Big Twist was sold there. I've tried that yarn. I would say it's okay. It's not my favorite. It's a little scratchy. It's kind of like Red Heart to me. It's okay. I don't get the big thrill of Big Twist. I purchased some, but it's not as soft as I love this yarn. Some people might like it for other reasons. I just wasn't that excited about it. So that's how I feel about that. I still have some in my supply. But some people swear by it. They love it. And that's okay. Okay, we're going to the tip right here. Sorry, I'm really getting off camera. Sorry about that. But it's kind of difficult to do it sideways. Okay, and that's okay if your yarn comes out of your and here we'll just put it back in. We'll just reload it. I'm going to reload it. It came out. seems like I'm getting the same people probably from yesterday, the same 3. I appreciate it. I'd like to bring more. I'm working hard on these designs to show you. I'm going to turn it this way and come in this way. We're almost going, now we're headed towards the other side. Okay. See how nice that's coming along here? The wire's in the back. All right. Try not to go too long today, but there's a lot of details that need to be told when you're doing this type of wiring, crocheting for flowers and that sort of thing. This is my techniques. You may have done this before your own. You might have an easier way of doing it. Let me know. This just seems to be the method that works for me the best. Trying to get to the end so we can add this to the stem. And then we'll add our pretty pink sunflower head. I'll plug in my glue gun and you'll see how I work with that. Glue gun is your friend for finishing details when putting your flowers together. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe somebody can tell me. I don't know why when you set your live, you set it to public, it just reverts to private. What good is that? How is anybody going to see it? I don't know if anybody's really seeing this. I don't know if I'm just talking to myself. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'm going to gain some new followers. People will enjoy this. See, okay, see where we are? This is a nice big leaf. But it's going to look good with that sunflower. Sunflowers have really nice, wide, broad leaves. So that's why I want to have one bigger than the other. Adds a little drama. It's how you would probably see them in nature. No two leaves are the same. And all handmade items are similar, but they're not all identical. It's all handmade. It takes time. Let me know if you've ever made a crocheted sunflower. Let me know if you caught my video, my live on the demonstration for the sunflower heads yesterday. It's pretty important that you do that first, because now we're working on the stems and the leaves and finishing up the whole entire flower. I hope you all are having a great day. It's pretty warm here in California. I would say it's about 70 degrees out there. And I'll tell you, all my crafting is done right here in my bed. I am all locked in place in my bed. It's the most comfortable place for me to do my arts and crafts. Let me know where you like to do your arts and crafts. Maybe you have a recliner chair. Maybe you go to a desk. I just know I have my memory foam bed and my memory foam pillows behind my back. Super comfy. Makes this so dreamy and fun. Okay, we're almost to the end. It's looking good. We're almost there, guys. Ooh, that pretty sunflower. I'm glad I tried that design. I was adding different techniques to that. The one in the back there. This one. Two-tone leaves, two-tone in the center, extra small frilly petals in the center. Okay, we're heading down to our last section here. Let's go for it. And some of this wire here will be clipped. I just have that extra. You'll see in a minute. So I say it's always to have more than not enough. Don't want to run out. Okay, one more stitch and then we're going to start wrapping it, and then we'll attach it to the stem. We'll add our pink sunflower head and we will be done. Yay! Okay, there's that portion. She came out really pretty. There you go. Okay, I'm going to take off the needle for a second. Set that aside and start wrapping. Wrapping this wire down. Okay. Sort of spin it around. Okay. Make sure you cover that wire pretty good. Pretty tight. Yeah, I have a feeling it's the same people that came yesterday. I appreciate you, even though it's only, ooh, 4 people. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Kim. Let's be Happy Crochet by Kim. I just got excited. I'm so happy you're joining me today. Say hi in the chats. Love to hear from you. Stick with me. Make sure you, if you didn't catch the beginning of this, check it out as a past, and where it says in my, you're going to have to subscribe and do all that. Check out my past live streams. It will be in there so you can catch up on what we're doing. Also, check out yesterday's live stream when we did the sunflower heads. Now we're doing the leaves and the stem. We're doing the wiring. Okay, and everything I do, say it over and over, is with the yarn needle. It's yarn needle crochet. It's a special technique. I don't know if you've ever done that before. I don't know if I've invented it. I just taught it to myself and I just kept going with it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and probably, I don't need all this. So I'm going to, here we go. Let's just get rid of some of this. Okay, I'm going to tie it. Tie it. Okay. Tie it off. Doesn't need to be that long. Okay. There we go. That's a nice, fat, wide leaf. Okay, and then I'm also going to take my wire cutters and cut here. No, I'm in my bed. I get nervous because I don't want all these wires winding up in my bed. It's a little bit of a cloth over this wire, so make sure I cut it. There. Okay, stick with me. We're going to something I already started. If I didn't, we'd be here all day. Well, we wouldn't be here all day, but it would just take a little while. I'm trying to give you the best explanations I can of how to do this. If you want more detail, please drop me some sort of a comment. Like I said, on the past live stream, especially when this one finishes up. Because I don't see any chats happening. I don't know if I'm not seeing them for some reason. Okay, I lost the 4th person. Bye, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. Be nice if you gave me some thumbs up. I'm working hard for you. Okay, I already started this. I'm going to plug in my glue gun. And while that's heating up, I'm going to show you how I started the wrap. Okay, this is the smaller leaf. I'm going to put the thicker leaf along the side here. It's going to come down a little bit, and then we're going to put, then we will be putting this really pretty pink sunflower on top. Okay, set that aside, set that aside, plug in my glue gun. Okay, while I'm doing that, I'll show you what I have here. Okay, Please join us. We're having a great time here today, learning how to do wiring for our crocheted flowers and leaves, wiring leaves. Okay, here's the loop. Doubled, stick it through. You're going to wrap. This part in the top gets covered, so don't worry about that too much. Just do it about not quite halfway down. Okay, maybe I'm not doing it super neat, but you do want to make sure you cover all your wires. I'm doing 3 of those together because it's a sunflower and it's a sturdy flower. That way it doesn't flop over, it stays up. Okay, see, it's winding. Okay, I'm just gonna set that off to the side. I think you get the idea. Thank you for coming back, or if you're new, thank you for joining me on Be Happy Crochet by Kim. I'm showing you how we're getting the wires started. If you missed anything, make sure you check out it after it's posted in the past live streams. So we're kind of far ahead now. Okay, my hot glue gun is probably almost ready, but we won't need it until I hit the end, because right now this one is the one I'm starting here. It's kind of stuck. I'm going to add this in. Okay, nice pretty broad leaf. I'm going to take it down here. Okay, maybe a little lower. Okay, all right. Wrap it, keep wrapping it. Okay, just keep going. See how we have that? That's your 3. I cut these to 12 1/4, 3 12 1/4 inch 18 gauge floral wire. Picked up the floral wire, Hobby Lobby. They're a little under $4 a pack. You get 40 pieces. Okay, I'm gonna start spinning this in a second once I get. Okay. Actually, I don't have it going the right direction, so there. Maybe I can do it now. Boy, sorry, I'm not doing this as the way I planned, but it's getting there. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, maybe if I, yeah, there we go. Get it going the right direction. Get a firm grip. You can keep this extra, since this is a thicker stem, that's fine to have that extra yarn in there from the leaves. Just keep spinning it. Keep a firm grip. You want to, well, it's okay if a tiny bit shows, but mostly you really want to get that wire covered with no gap showing. Okay, hand's getting a cramp. That's what happens when you crochet all day. You get cramps in your hands. Got to give yourself a break. Stretch out those hands. Loosen up those fingers. But as you can see, we're spinning it all the way down. We're almost to the finish line, guys. Hope you're having a good time with my explanations. My name is Kim. Be sure to subscribe to Be Happy Crochet so we can get together, do lives. You could check out my tutorials. Make sure you have the notification bell pressed so you'll know when the new videos are up. I will try when I do lives to make sure it's scheduled a few hours ahead of time. That way you'll know what time it's coming. Okay, it looks like I'm running short here, so what I'm going to do, is add some hot glue. Usually I have enough to get to the end, but it looks like I got a little short. So let's just add some glue here. Don't worry. And without pressing the glue out, seal it. Just put the heat on there. Seal it on, because that's how that gets covered nicely. And I might have enough of that single one to get to the end. It's a good thing I left it in there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm not adding any glue just now. I just added a dab and now I'm sealing it with the heat. Let's see. Could always add more to even up the thickness. It's okay. It's what real life and real life's about. Okay, give a thumbs up if you can. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to seal that and add a little bit more. It's fine. It'll all go together lovely. Little dab. No heat. Just seal it. Okay. I'm going to add a little more yarn to finish up those ends. Then we'll add our pink sunflower head. Okay, it's looking really pretty. Look at this. That was the back even look good. Okay, there's our leaves with the veins, the wire. Let's grab a little more yarn. I'm actually doing it just like I showed you. Made the loop. Twist that on the bottom. Not as smooth as I hoped, but it'll get there. Okay. Now, when you get pretty close to the end, this is when you're gonna eyeball it right about there. Okay. Take your glue. Wrap it. Then we're going to go ahead and seal it up again. This could have been a little neater because I ran out of yarn and it didn't get as smooth as I wanted, but that's okay. It's no big deal. I'm going to seal it just with the heat. Don't press out the glue. Just the heat. Okay. There we have it. There's our stem. Okay. We have our pocket here. Right there. Thank you once again for joining me live today. Be Happy Crochet by Kim. I'm just going to stuff it in. Just stuff that in. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Okay, let's see how it looks before we add our glue. It's going to be super pretty. Oh, I love that green with that. So bright and fresh. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. Let's add the glue. We're going to call it a day in a second. Okay. What I like to do, flip it to the back. You know what? I'm going to just fill the pocket a little bit. Don't worry. All comes out lovely. I mean, really pump that glue in there. Make sure you got your, yeah, press down. Now you could stitch this down if you wanted to. No problem. Stitch away with yarn however you like. But this is the method I always use. Pressing that glue in there. Maybe hold it a little longer. Sometimes I take it, just the heat, seal it in there. You cut those loose ends off in a little bit. Everything looks pretty clean. Okay. I think we're good to go, guys. Look at that pretty sunflower. Pretty pink sunflower for spring. Oh, hi, I got 5. Got a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the last live from yesterday where we made these puffy sunflower heads. Here's this two-tone one. Here's the plain one. Oh, those look so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Okay. Also, check out the beginning once this gets published. If you missed it, here's some more leaves with the veins that are unwired. We went over wiring. We went over wiring and putting the stems together. Hope you're all having a great day. I appreciate you so much coming by. It shows that I'm working hard and it's paying off. Okay, this looks good. Once again, this is what we worked on yesterday, just the heads. This one still needs it's still got an open pocket. It still needs the stems and the leaves, but you know, mix it up. I love that fresh lime green with that pretty pink. I am actually going to say goodbye. I hate to say it, but it's time to go. I think this live went pretty well. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I really do. I'm working so hard, trying to get to that first 1,000 subscribers. Come on, guys, we can do it. Okay, all right. Bye for now. See you next time. Make sure your notification bells are pressed so you'll know when my next videos are up. And like I said, I'll try to do schedule lives a few hours in advance so you could see I have a live scheduled, especially when you are subscribed, you'll know. I'm working on a lot of spring stuff, flowers. I'm going to be doing a big arrangement pretty soon because I'm thinking about entering it in the Santa Barbara County Fair, so stay tuned for that. I'll either do that on a tutorial or a live. Okay, guys, bye for now. See you later.